Oh, we're good. We're good.
We're warm. Episode 2, jumping in.
Episode 2.
The Cousin Couch. We decided on a name.
We did decide on a name. We finally figured it out.
Which, I mean, everyone should know anyways, since
they watched,
since they
listened to since they listened to episode 1. I mean, to be honest, I wanted to call it 2 Peas in a Podcast.
That was taken.
But that was taken.
It was taken.
It was taken, but we settled on the Cousin Couch.
The Cousin Couch. And we're here on
Episode
the Cousin
2.
Couch. Episode 2.
I'm not going to count every episode we go from, but a lot of people don't make it past episode 1.
You're not going to count every episode?
I'm saying like this is episode 2.
Yeah.
Next episode, I'm probably not just going to keep going. This is episode 3. This is episode 4.
Oh, yeah. We're definitely going to start every podcast like that.
Oh, never mind. I'm going to start every podcast like that.
What are you doing?
Well, I said
what?
I said we counted episode 2, you know?
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not going to count every time.
Oh.
But then you said, yeah, we are going to count every time. So I was like, okay, I'll count every time.
I didn't realize that's what you were saying.
That's what I was saying.
I mean, I think it's fun to jump in and say, episode 2, we're live.
Okay. Maybe we could get a better opening, though.
Episode 3, we're hyped.
We're live. We're good.
We'll figure it out. I mean,
we can come up with a slogan.
You know, I think I should just hit the record button when you're not expecting it. And then just start every single time.
Yeah.
Because
then you can catch me.
Settle into the mic. Let me get some levels here. All right. And we're live.
Yeah. Because then you could catch me like saying some weird stuff.
Probably. Yeah. That'd be great.
Yeah.
But then it'd be the first 10 minutes of the podcast, just you rambling about who knows what.
Who knows what. We haven't done it yet, so we don't know.
Well, I mean, when you're not on air, you get a little rowdy.
I can get a little rowdy. I get a little stage fright.
Yeah, you do get some. Are you feeling more comfortable this week?
I think so.
You think so? You're a little loose?
A little looser.
You think you're going to be rowdy, though? Or you think you're still loosening up?
Well, you know, my mom listens to this, so I don't know. I don't know how rowdy I can get.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Mom, I don't swear. I swear.
He never swears.
I don't swear. Does your mom know you swear, though?
I mean, my mom swears.
Okay. Does your dad swear?
I don't think I've ever heard him swear.
Yeah, my dad doesn't swear either. Because my mom actually does swear.
Whoa, okay. It's a mom thing.
It's a mom thing. Yeah. It's just all the stress that builds up.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I don't swear that often, to be honest. It's mostly when I'm by my internal dialogue is very cuss word heavy, I guess. But then when I'm actually talking to people, I usually don't think to actually swear.
Yeah, that's actually the same with me.
Unless I'm frustrated. Then sometimes it spills out. I said the F word at work one time.
Ooh.
At my boss. But it wasn't, okay, wait. So it wasn't at him. It was...
To him?
Yeah, to him. About his boss.
Oh, his boss.
Like the person that was over our entire organization. My boss was having a one-on-one with me. And it was just a very frustrating time because I did not know what was expected of me in the workplace. And I was trying to be like, okay, well, do you want this in the email? Do you want that in the email? And it was like, come on, like, I don't know what to do. And so I just kind of blew up and, you know.
Beep.
Yeah. What the F does he want me to do? That's literally what I said.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I feel bad. I dropped that on Leon, but.
But at least it wasn't at him.
Yeah, it wasn't at him. It wasn't directed to him.
Yeah. I get heated when I play FIFA. That's when
you cuss?
Yeah.
That's when you're cussing?
I did that today, actually. But, you know, I can't do it like really loud because I got 5 other roommates. So it's kind of under my breath, like,
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But sometimes you get kind of loud. I'm like, hopefully they didn't hear that.
Yeah. Wow. FIFA gets you. In the car gets me a lot.
Road rager.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go off on people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get a little racist sometimes?
No, never. Well.
A little bit. Depends.
Asians, definitely. Because, I mean, I can be racist against Asians.
Elephant in the room. Asian. He is Asian.
I am Asian. I'm a Korean American.
And we're cousins. Which kind of makes me a little Korean.
Do the math on that one. Oh, wait. That math doesn't add up there, Gage.
No, it doesn't. No, his
you
mom
might be a
is
little Asian.
Full Korean.
My mom is full Korean.
His dad is white.
Full white.
And his dad is brother to my mom, which makes me 0 Korean.
Yes. Because both your parents are white. That's how that works.
Yep.
Unless we go back far enough. Who knows? There might be a little
Some kind of dynasty.
Because did you know? Oh wait, no, never mind. That doesn't work. I was gonna say, Grandpa told me that his grandma on his mom's side was from New Zealand,
Oh,
but they were from England and moved there until she was born in New Zealand.
okay. They went
Yeah, so
west.
they were white English people that landed on New Zealand.
Yeah. So all of our ancestors are from England.
Yeah,
mine.
pretty much. Yeah, you can't get around it.
Can't get around it. I'm completely white.
Mm-hmm.
So, how's the day?
The day was good. Busy day. A little tired.
What'd you do?
Yeah. Got up, did the usual thing, getting ready, watched some TV.
The usual.
Played outside with the boys for a little bit.
He means his sons, by the way.
Yeah.
Not like
My two sons.
not the slang boys, you know?
What? What do you mean boys?
Like with the boys.
The boys that could. Oh, with like my friends?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, me and my friends usually don't play outside.
That's why I was confused because I thought you guys did.
No. Yeah, with my toddlers. And then Eve was out and about with a friend, and so we hung out. We made some mac and cheese, watched a movie, took naps. Well, they took naps, and then we went and ran a couple errands when Eve got back, and after the boys woke up, and then had a neighbor come over for dinner.
Ooh.
So,
What'd you guys have?
Tacos.
Good.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Not a bad day. What were you up to?
Well, today I
Swearing on FIFA?
yeah, that was part of the day. I actually watched the soccer game, got up, watched the soccer game.
Nice.
We also had cleaning checks today in my apartment.
Ooh, because you live in a student housing apartment.
Housing, kind of. I don't think it's really considered student
It's
housing.
not student housing? How does that work then? Can regular apartments have cleaning checks? Like would a regular I've never had a landlord actually.
Well, maybe it is student housing. It just seems like.
I think the building you're at is student housing. Do only students live there?
Yeah.
Okay, it's student housing, dude.
And I guess they kicked one guy out because he was too old. So I guess yeah,
it's student housing.
I just figured like they didn't ask me if I was a student.
An apartment complex with just 18 to 24-year-olds.
Well, they didn't ask me if I was a student when I got there because they knew my age.
Yeah,
I don't know.
they probably figured.
Okay, so I live in student housing. And yeah, we had cleaning checks. We passed.
Nice.
My job was to clean the right bathroom. And it looks pretty nice now.
Oh, good. Did you take pictures?
No.
Oh.
No. I usually get that job though. We kind of have our set jobs.
Is the bathroom the worst job to have?
No, it's
Probably
actually
the
not
kitchen?
that. Probably the kitchen, yeah.
Probably the worst.
Doing the dishes. Probably the worst.
Cleaning off all the gunk on the stove.
Yeah, gross.
Yeah, I know that.
Actually,
can
that's a
get
separate
messy.
job.
That's its own job.
You have like the kitchen job.
And then you have the
And you have
stovetop.
the stovetop. The stovetop's like its own job. Just the stove, basically.
Dang. I mean, they do get pretty nasty.
They can get dirty and rowdy. Mostly dirty. But anyways, after that, worked out. Then I went to a card show with my roommate, one of my roommates.
A car show?
Card. Like Pokemon cards.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was in the Provo Town Center Mall. Just like
The empty one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the empty one.
They only do weird events for nerds there.
No, they have a Cinemark.
No, last time I was there was a bunch of pirates. Like people dressed up as pirates.
Okay, well,
Like
I wouldn't go that
steampunk
far. I
people.
wasn't dressed up as a pirate.
I know, but you're getting close. You collect
No.
Pokemon cards on a digital app. You don't even collect real cards. You collect them on an app.
No, they had real cards there.
Yeah,
And I
at the event, they had real cards. You
I also
play that
have,
little game where you have the digital
I
cards.
do play the game, but I also have real cards.
Yeah, but you haven't bought real
I'm not a
cards
poser.
since you were like 12.
That's not true.
Really? You've bought real cards?
Yeah.
When?
In
the last 3 years?
Yes, in the last like 2 weeks.
Oh, so you're legit.
I'm legit.
In the last 2 weeks?
I'm a collector, bro. I collect.
What'd you unbox?
We opened some new packs. Journey Together.
What does Journey Together mean? Is that some...
It's just a new set that came out.
Oh, so there's no rare cards in there.
No, there is.
Oh, there's new rare cards.
Yeah.
But you weren't unboxing like something collectibles.
What? We were opening packs of cards.
Yeah, but there's not going to be like a collectible in there.
I mean, if it's a rare card, yeah, it's a rare card.
I mean like an old rare card.
No, vintage, no.
You're not getting something like that.
No. Is that what you think of when you think of collecting cards?
I just see people like with the OG Charizard being like, what?
Oh.
But you'd never open it. You have to
buy it basically now. Or like, I mean, they still have sealed like vintage packs.
But I mean, those are probably
they're like $10,000. I don't know. So, but yeah.
So did you trade anything at the show? You traded stuff.
I did. Okay. I traded one card for one card.
Okay, what'd you trade?
I traded. I mean, you wouldn't know.
I would know.
Iono's Belly Bolt EX.
Yeah.
You know that? You know that one?
Iono Belly Bolt.
Iono's Belly Bolt EX.
Iono's Belly Bolt. Yeah.
EX.
Yeah, that's a great card.
Yeah. I traded it.
Yeah, for what?
An Ends Reshiram.
Ends Reshiram?
Full art.
Full R?
Full art.
Full art.
Means
wow.
The card
is full art.
Is full of art. The whole card.
That's a really good trade, actually.
Yeah. Well, mine card was actually worth more that I traded away.
Then why did you trade?
Well, because I don't really care for Belly Bolt. Give me the Reshiram, you know? It's a cooler Pokemon.
This is how you spent your Saturday?
Yeah.
This is actually how you spent your Saturday.
Only like 2 hours of it, not the whole Saturday. Not the whole Saturday.
Okay. All right.
I wasn't even planning on going. My roommate said, I was working out and my roommate said, you want to go to this card show? I was like, okay, let's go. Spontenuity. Is that a word?
Spontaneity. Spontenuity.
Spontenuity.
Gosh.
And then I played FIFA and started swearing at the game.
No. What a Saturday.
It was a crazy Saturday. Now I'm here recording.
Man.
Fun
Saturday. That's a nerdy Saturday.
No.
Yeah. Trading Pokemon cards at an abandoned mall?
It wasn't abandoned. There was a lot of people there.
It's pretty much abandoned.
No, there's a lot of people there. They have more parking spots than they need. Sure.
Oh, yeah. 10,000 more parking spots than they need.
Doesn't mean it's abandoned.
It's pretty much abandoned.
Yeah, it's pretty much abandoned.
Yeah. If you go in there Saturday evening or Friday evening, supposedly the busiest times for malls, there's no one there. There's probably people trickling out of the
There was a ton of seagulls in the parking lot.
There. Seagulls?
Seagulls. That's how empty it was.
Yeah, that's how Provo Town Center Mall is.
Yeah.
Everyone's in Orem.
Yeah. Well, that made the event better because there wasn't as many people there.
Well, yeah, because then you can focus on the event.
Yeah.
Like all those pirates were having a swashbuckling time when they were there.
Yeah, they were swabbing that poop deck. They were
swabbing the poop deck?
It's a pirate thing.
Is that actually a pirate thing?
Yeah, right?
Are you sure you weren't at that one too?
Yeah. I brought my peg leg.
Oh,
traded that away too.
We gotta switch to gears here, I think.
You keep asking me questions about this abandoned mall and
I know. I was surprised that you played Pokemon on Saturday. I don't know.
It's a hobby.
I was surprised that you went and traded cards.
Just a fun hobby.
On Saturday. Yeah, I'm not dissing you for liking
You know
Pokemon.
what you did?
What?
You got up and watched a movie.
Yeah.
Boring.
Everyone does that. And technically it wasn't a movie, it was YouTube.
Even worse.
And I played guitar.
Okay. You didn't mention that.
During the day. Yeah, I played some guitar. And I checked levels. I tested the levels for the microphones for tonight to see if we could make the podcast a little louder this time. No, not for 6 hours. It was for, maybe like 30 minutes. But, oh my gosh, what did I tell you about touching the mic stand, dude?
This won't.
There is no. You think there's no noise? Wait till the playback. I can see the spikes on the screen.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Sorry about that.
It's okay. I mean, they heard it. This is a low budget production.
Yeah, but it'll get better.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're gonna hear some background noise, okay? Yeah. It's high level content with low budget products to get us there.
That's right. High level content, low budget material.
Yeah. I mean, Gage has a pop filter for his microphone. And he's not even using it. It's hanging off to the side right now.
That's true. So it could be higher quality.
Yeah. Oh well.
We choose not to.
No, well, that's how we roll. We're an indie, cutting edge, underground podcast
Yeah.
that's gonna hit the mainstream eventually.
Eventually.
And
I mean, we just opened up a whole new audience of Pokemon card collectors.
I mean, we did. They might be interested in that.
Yeah.
I want to. Yeah. Put a comment on here. What do you think about Gage's trade?
Honestly,
should we poll? Should we make a poll? We can do that.
Yeah.
Was Gage's trade a good trade? Yes, no. What would you have traded a belly button for? What?
Belly button.
What's it called? Belly bolt?
Belly bolt.
Belly bolt. What would you have traded a belly bolt for? Not
Well,
what even was it? Razor X?
Razor X, you got it.
Nice. Razor X.
Ends Razor X.
Ends Razor X. Moving on.
It's Reshiram.
Reshiram?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we're definitely moving on.
Okay. Fine.
I mean, if you've got stuff to talk about with Pokemon, be my guest. Go ahead.
No, we're good.
Okay.
We're good. So, anything wacky happened to you this week?
Yes, actually. I was scrolling on Reddit. It's a great place for wacky things to happen.
True.
And I found something I never would have even conceived would be a thing. Yeah.
Considered
was probably a better word. I was looking at a post about a guy complaining about his crazy girlfriend, and this isn't the crazy part, but I was scrolling down, reading the comments. Yeah, she's crazy. All right, everyone agrees. I scroll down to like the related post, and there's a subreddit called Diaper Cuties.
Diaper Cuties.
r/Diaper Cuties. These are adults.
In diapers.
In diapers. Soiled diapers.
What? And you clicked on this and looked at it?
I looked at
Yeah. You're calling my hobbies weird.
Well, this isn't a hobby. I'm not looking for weird stuff on Reddit all the time. But what would you do if you saw that?
Probably just scroll right past, honestly.
Dude, you would click and I'm a curious bear. I gotta investigate.
You want the soiled,
I gotta know what other people are up to.
Soiled adult diapers.
There are people taking pictures of themselves in bulging diapers full of pee, being like, I know I soiled my diaper, but it feels so good slipping a fresh one on.
Oh my gosh.
Male 30.
Don't say it in that voice.
That's just how I imagine them saying it. It has to be
like
a sexual thing, I'm guessing. I don't think that's just like something you
do.
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I'm sure people wear diapers, but to take a picture of it when it's full, yeah, that's gotta be some kind of.
There's something different about that. And most of them were, I think the youngest person was like 20 or something that I saw on like the first 5 or 6 that I just kind of quickly scrolled past.
The youngest person was 20?
Yeah, and then the oldest was like 30 or something. So it's like oldest, it's adults. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they should, I mean, no judgment. I mean, if you need a diaper, you need a diaper. You can't get around it sometimes.
Agreed.
But I feel like this might not be the case for this subreddit. I think they just like it.
Yeah. Take pictures of it.
Yeah.
And feed it to people like you.
Feed it to well, dude, I'm not subscribed to that subreddit. I mean, you do you. I'm not trying to shame anyone on what you're into, but that was a wacky thing that happened. I just never thought in a million, that thought would have never crossed my mind that like, oh, people would be into that.
No.
So this podcast has a chance.
Yeah. If you can have an audience of people being into soiled adult diapers,
then
surely people can be interested in this.
Yeah.
Belly bolt trades and swearing at FIFA.
Yeah. That's something probably much more of our audience base can relate to. Trading Pokemon cards, swearing at FIFA, swearing in the car.
Yeah.
Swearing at work.
Yeah. I don't swear, Mom. I swear. I promise.
Gage has never sworn in front of me.
Yeah. Never.
Good stuff.
Good stuff.
That is good stuff.
You want to hear a funny joke I heard this week?
Yeah, we're a comedy podcast, Timmy.
Comedy podcast, got to get our jokes out.
Yeah.
Okay. So this snail walks into a bar.
Okay.
And he goes to the bartender. He's like, hey, could I have a beer? Bartender goes, no, we don't serve snails here. It's like, well, I just want a beer. Like,
Isn't he gonna
I'll be
die?
on my way. It's like, no, we don't serve snails here. Like, come on, just give me like one beer and I'll be out. The bartender goes, no, we don't serve snails here. And he picks up the snail and throws it out. A year later, the snail comes back and he goes, what the heck did you do that for?
That's a good one. That's a good street joke.
Yeah. That's good. Put that in my locker.
For some reason, I was imagining like a small bar, like the snail was like sitting like a regular patron.
Oh, yeah. No, he tossed him out. A regular snail. Wanted a beer.
Nice.
I got another bar one. So this grasshopper walks into a bar. Have you heard this one?
I feel like I have, but keep going. For the audience.
Yeah, this one's a funny one. I actually heard this one too. I didn't make up this one.
Oh.
So the grasshopper, he goes to the bartender and he goes, well, the bartender says, hey, we have a drink named after you. And the grasshopper goes, you have a drink named Steve?
Yeah, I have heard that one.
You got any funny jokes?
No.
No.
The only street joke I know is that one.
Don't say it.
I don't think I can say that one. We'd have to mark this as an explicit, explicit podcast.
I don't swear.
Do you?
I promise.
So we'd probably have to look into this, but like explicit content doesn't just mean you said the F word, right?
It might mean you look up adult full diapers on the internet.
True. So, well, I don't think that would count as explicit content. But I'm saying, but what if, you know what I'm saying though? You know what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
Like what if you talked about like,
yeah,
sexual systems or something?
Okay.
Like, would that count as explicit content? Would we have to mark this as explicit?
No idea.
Might have to look into the legality of that. I don't know.
We're new to this second episode.
Yeah, this is episode 2 for anyone joining late.
Yeah. If you jumped to the 20-minute mark, right off the bat, this is the second episode. Yeah. Well, I have one more joke. If you want to hear that,
go for it.
Okay, I've told you this one before, but it's a funny one.
Okay, I might not remember it, but
you probably do. So this kid is jumping on a box in the middle of the street, and he's going. When he's jumping up and down, he goes 16, 16, 16 every time he jumps up. So this guy walks up to him and he goes, hey kid, what are you doing? He's like, try it, get on the box and try it. So the man, he goes 16, 16. And when he jumps the third time, the kid pulls the box out from under him and he falls into a manhole. So the kid puts the box back over the manhole, goes 17, 17, 17.
That one's a good one. I like that one.
That was a funny one. So you really don't have any jokes?
I don't think I have any street jokes like that.
Only inappropriate ones. Yeah,
just the one inappropriate. That's the only one that comes to mind right now. And I can kind of remember the premise of one, but it's like I wouldn't be able to tell it.
Okay.
You know, like
we don't want to hear the premise.
Yeah, I know. It'd be so stupid trying to explain the joke and not tell it. So
the punchline.
We'll just not. Okay. We'll just not go there.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's too bad.
I know, but oh well.
Oh well.
How's work been treating you?
Good, actually.
Have people been looking at you in a different light? Have people been looking at you in a different light after that first episode?
Nope. I don't think so.
Is he a same old Gage?
Same old Gage.
Nothing was revealed about you.
Nope, just a podcaster now, I guess. This could be a bad light.
Yeah. Well, maybe. Depends on how you spin it.
It's true. No, it works good. We're
awesome.
Actually busier now, for the summer.
More people are ordering drugs?
Well, the semaglutide, especially.
Oh, it's picking up.
It's hot girl summer now,
Oh, true. Well, yeah, they got to prep for hot girl summer. So they're doing all their injections now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get that
how fast
summer bod.
How fast do people lose weight on this?
I actually have no idea. But, yeah, I don't know. I guess it just depends.
Yeah, fair enough.
It depends. How's work for you?
Depends. It's been all right. it was really busy this week. Yeah, a lot of stuff going on.
Tell the audience what you do for work.
Oh, yes, I do email marketing,
Yeah,
which
exciting.
means that I code emails and build emails and send them. It's very cool. If you receive marketing emails that look like a little fancier, it's not just like a text email, that's like your friend would send you. If it's got pictures and stuff, like I build those. So people give me the content, they give me the images, we talk about the layout, and then I build it out, get it approved. And then there's a lot of, that's like the easy part of the job, the coding. And then there's like a bunch of just like data management basically that goes on, building the lists for the emails, opting people back in when they've been opted out and they want to be opted back in, a bunch of that this week.
Boring.
Yeah, super dumb,
Just
but
kidding.
it pays okay. So,
It's good. It's
yeah,
a good skill.
yeah.
Uses HTML.
I use HTML, CSS,
Yeah.
SQL, AmpScript.
Yeah.
If you get really into it, there's like some email marketers I've worked with that are way better than me that used JSON and GTL, or I can't remember the name of the other one, but they're just more coding languages that um, get really into the weeds. I mean, technically, you could do like the one project I've seen where they use JSON, you can do it with just AmpScript. It's just like a personalization thing. So like when an email has your name in it, like, hey, Gage.
Yeah.
That's AmpScript.
AmpScript.
Yeah, because basically we have a list that says we want all these people to receive the email. Here's their email address. Here's their subscriber key, which is like a unique identifier, usually just some random string of, stuff to make sure that we don't have duplicates in the list. And then we can have, it's basically just an Excel sheet with data in it. So we could have your first name, last name, your mailing address.
What?
Yeah, just whatever data you give to companies or whatever data they can get from a different company.
Yeah.
We could set up in an email. There's some, like I've heard of Facebook, like their data collectors will collect data on like stores you visited or were near. And marketers can use that to then send you emails based on like the stores you were by. So if you went to a shopping mall and you walked past H&M and Facebook like collected that data and someone got a hold of it, H&M could trigger an email to you saying, hey, at your local Orem H&M, we got a sale on men's pants or men's shirts.
Wow.
Something like that.
It's crazy.
So yeah, data, dude. It's very fascinating.
Yeah, big data.
Yeah, big data.
It's fascinating.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool what you can do with emails. There's a lot of, and like if you had previously looked on the website and you were looking at like fall jackets or something, just anything that they can pull a data point from,
In
we
summer.
could email you later and be like, hey, we saw that you were looking at fall jackets. You want to check out these, they're on sale, or check out these. You might also be interested in this.
Yeah. Walmart's always like, we saw you were looking at this. Want to put it in your cart?
Yeah, exactly. So
that's what you do.
No,
that's just.
Excuse me. Hopefully the microphone didn't pick that up.
Yeah.
No, we don't do a lot of like those sort of scheming marketing ploys.
Just send out a.
It's mostly like
email.
Event marketing and like newsletters that we build. So, invites to events, reminders that events are happening. Because it's like a financial advisement company, they have some like legal type emails that need to go out. Like, hey, these are some forms you need to be aware of. So, that kind of stuff.
Interesting.
So
that's fun.
Yeah, it's so fun, so interesting. I love it. I love waking up and going to work every morning.
Well, he works from home, actually.
I do work from home, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Which is awesome because, anytime I want to take a break, it's like I have all the stuff I use to entertain myself in my free time here, So if I was in the office, I'd have to like go for a walk or something. Yeah. But here, like my guitar's here.
Open Reddit.
I can open Reddit. I would open Reddit at, my old job anyways.
True.
So
But you probably wouldn't want to look at
I would
full
not
diapers
have.
at a job, at an office job.
Yeah, I would have, turned my back to a wall or something.
Yeah.
If that popped up.
Oh, Michael,
What?
could you get those to me by?
Could you knock next time? I know it's an open cubicle, but like, dude, privacy.
Yeah. You're gonna want to knock next time after seeing that.
Yeah. Actually, it's a funny story. So I was watching a Theo Vaughn podcast, and so I had 2 monitors where I did my work, and then my laptop was what was feeding those 2 monitors. So on my laptop, I would just have a YouTube video going or like Spotify or whatever. And I was watching a Theo Vaughn podcast, and they had pulled up something about like how weed enhances dick size. And he came over to talk to me, so I just paused it. And he was like, let me show you something. And so I started clicking around, and we both looked at my laptop, and we just looked at each other and both started laughing.
You're like,
I was like, it's not.
They
were just talking about it. It's not like a topic I'm interested in.
I didn't look this up.
Yeah. It just happened to be there.
So that's why he started working from home.
Well, that was my old job that I got laid off from.
Oh gosh. But now he's at a better job. Better paying.
Yeah, better job, better pay. It's remote. I didn't get laid off, just so everyone knows. I didn't get
He's got to explain himself.
I didn't get laid off because of my Theo Vaughn, because of weed and dick size.
Yeah. He got laid off because he was poor at his job.
No. Yeah. So I was bad at my job. No, it was mass layoffs, terrible situation.
Yeah.
I was just an unlucky guy, totally random, but maybe it wasn't.
Yeah, got a better job because of it.
Yeah, it worked out in the end, but I also wonder, because they started sending out like questionnaires like, oh, how satisfied are you with your job and blah, 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 blah. Because what happened was there were the original founders that like started the company and ran it for a long time, right? And they all sort of slowly faded out and were just like board members. They weren't like working their day to day. It was just like they were just sort of like loosely involved with major decisions.
Stakeholders.
Yeah, stakeholders. That's great. Great callback.
Thanks.
To something not in this podcast.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, the last basically 2 founders stepped down as like acting CEO and stuff, and they brought in a new guy. And when he started, they for like 2 months were sending out these surveys, and then at the end of that 2 months, they just laid off a bunch of people. So I do wonder if the results of those surveys is what led to a lot of people being laid off.
Dang.
Because I know one girl that worked in
Did you fill yours out?
Yeah, I did. And I didn't go crazy. There was one girl in our department who was like, yeah, dude, I let him have it. I'm not totally satisfied. I'm definitely underpaid.
You started leaving the building then.
Listen.
That day.
And she also got laid off, which was unfortunate. But yeah, it makes me wonder, like, dude, was that
what you said in the survey mattered?
Yeah, because I wasn't like, oh, I love this company. Like, I'm so glad to be here. I love everything about it. I was like, I have some gripes, but overall it's not bad. And then boom,
out of there.
Got axed.
Get out of there.
I did take advantage of the unlimited PTO pretty hard.
That's nice.
Yeah, it was nice until they were like, you can't do that anymore.
Wait, unlimited PTO?
They changed it to unlimited PTO.
like there's no cap.
No cap. No cap, but turns out there is a cap.
if you use it much, if you use it too much, there will be a cap.
So they implemented it, and I was like, sick. I'm going to take off an hour every day, just coming in an hour late. And so I filled it out for 3 weeks. For 3 weeks, I came in an hour late, and well, I mean, it was approved PTO, but then my boss's boss told my boss, like, hey, Michael can't be doing that anymore.
And then he got laid off.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't think the survey mattered, man.
Yeah.
Between the weed dick and the
15 hours of PTO I used over the course of 3 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was stupid because he was like, well, if you take off like every other Friday, like that would be totally fine. But every other Friday, a full 8-hour workday, it's like over the course of those 2 weeks, that's 10 hours. So 10 hours versus 8 hours, like...
Yeah, you were taking two hours.
I was taking two extra hours from his plan. So it's like...
That was too much?
It was dumb, yeah. But low key, I just kept coming in at hours.
Yeah, you would get there an hour late, not meaning to, and have to put in the PTO.
Yeah. He was like, you can't be submitting PTO for that. I was like, all right, fine. I just won't submit the PTO.
I'll just come in an hour
Yeah.
late.
I mean, I still got all my work done and everything.
Yeah, it's the principle.
Yeah. So yeah, I definitely got laid off. Those are my at work behavior. Or my not at work behavior, I guess.
Yeah. Now you just got to go. You just got to walk out of bed now.
Yeah,
He's
I'm
at
never
work.
late to this job.
Makes it
Pretty
easier.
much. Yeah.
I'm never late. Pretty much. I've never been an hour late, at least.
Yeah. But it's like you kind of have to be there, though,
Yeah.
right? Like you're
It's more-
packaging
it's
and
more
sorting
physical.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when I had like that kind of a job, like at the movie theater, like I was never late there.
Yeah.
Like I was on time. I would do my work. But at the other place, it was, for email marketing, it's like I was going in at 7 anyways. That was my like official start time.
Yeah.
And no one came in till 9.
Oh,
And
really?
so it was like I would just like be alone on the floor basically for 2 hours and just power through work. And then I was like, well, I can finish it all anyways, even if I come in at 8. So my boss comes in at 8, so I'll just get here at 7:45.
Right. Yeah. Smart.
Yeah. Anyways, hopefully my current boss doesn't listen.
Yeah. You won't be late.
Yeah, I'm not late to my current job. Don't worry.
Yeah. And you'll never know what he's looking up on his personal computer.
Well, yeah, because I have my personal computer next to my work computer, and I don't look up anything on my work computer that's not work related anymore. Yeah, I learned my lesson, dude.
Yeah,
I'm a smart cookie.
Yeah,
I'm not getting laid off for the same reasons again.
Yeah, there'll be different reasons.
Yeah.
Good times. We're gonna take a quick ad break.
Sweet. Yeah, let's take a quick break. And we're back.
And we're back.
Little breaksies.
Yep. Had to warm up the old vocal cords.
Yeah, get a sip of water, just refresh yourself on, it is surprisingly hard work that we're doing right now.
Yeah, very surprisingly.
It's very intense, very hard on your mind. You have to be very quick on your feet. And, just any average Joe could not do what we're doing right now.
That's for sure.
It definitely takes someone who's skilled.
Yeah.
And this is a skilled labor position.
Yeah.
That we're working for free right now.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. We get, on average, right now, 11 viewers.
Yes. Well, so 11 views. Well, 12 technically. It went up
12
today.
views.
Someone listened to it last night.
8 separate
devices. And 2 or 3 were me alone.
And 1 was me.
And 1 was Gage. So 4 people other than us listened to the podcast.
Very skilled workers here.
We are skilled. Hey, well, I mean, it starts with 4. Then it turns into 7, 10.
100.
7 to 10. And before you know it, we're on episode 10 and we're celebrating 100 people.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then once we hit 100, you
just have to hit that algorithm right.
Yeah. Yeah. And be skilled enough.
And we are.
And we are. We definitely
We are.
To make it big.
Heavy labor, skilled minds.
That did not sound like a skilled mind.
Very quick
labor,
on our feet and witty.
Skilled minds.
Quick on our feet and witty. Clearly skilled.
Clearly. And that's how skilled we are.
Yeah. Look at how skilled we are.
Yeah. Anyways, how's your dating life going? We should open that can of worms.
Ooh, dating life. Well, I've been kind of, scrolling on some of the dating apps.
List all of the dating apps you're on. Because you're on Grindr, right?
Okay. No, I'm not on Grindr.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. I quit. But I heard you were on before you got married.
No, I wasn't. I frequented, before I was married, I was on Mutual. Do good counts delete automatically after so much inactivity?
No, you've probably got some likes. I think that's considered cheating, honestly.
I haven't been looking at them. It better delete automatically. That'd be
it might delete
preferred
inactivity.
Yeah, I mean, it's been like 6 years, so Anyways, yeah, I was on. Well, no, this is about you. What are you on?
I'm on Mutual and Hinge. Those are the only two.
Oh, those are the only two right now.
Yeah.
Were you ever on other ones? Did you
I mean,
ever
I
use
have
other
a
ones?
Bumble account. I made a Bumble account. Deleted that. I don't like Bumble.
That's the one where girls talk first.
Yeah.
And you
It's all a lie and a
deleted
scam.
it because no one talked to you.
Yeah.
For reals?
Girls. What?
Girls didn't talk to you at all on Bumble. You never got one message.
No,
Oh, after how long?
it wasn't that long. So,
Oh, so
but I just don't like the vibe of Bumble.
you don't like the vibe of
Bumble.
girls reaching out to you first?
Well, I would like it, but it just doesn't happen.
Oh, I see.
But anyways,
I'm sorry.
Yeah. But this thank you. Thank you for the sentiment.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So you're married with 2 kids, one on the way.
Yeah, baby.
So
Mutual and Hinge are going good then.
Well, all right. I have
Okay.
1 match on Mutual. I've had 3 matches on Hinge, but they've all stopped talking to me. We call that being ghosted.
Yeah, I know. I know the terminology.
Okay. On Mutual, though, I have 1 match right now. And
One total match.
1 match right now.
How long have you been using Mutual for? You've only matched with one person since you started using? Oh, okay.
But like, you can match and then
dang.
say something, and then they don't say anything back, you know?
Oh, so you have one like active
match.
prospect right now.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
And I messaged her, and she was like, "Yeah, I'd be down to go on a date."
Nice.
The problem is she's in Canada. And she lives in Canada. Like pretty permanently, I'm pretty sure.
Where in Canada?
Calgary. I don't know where Calgary is.
Look it up.
Hey, Jamie. Look that up.
Yeah, we don't have a Jamie. Call back to how this is a low budget connection. I don't think Calgary's as far as you think it would be.
Calgary directions. Oh, Calgary.
I'm pretty sure it's on our side of the United States, roughly.
Ours? Yes, it's straight north from us.
How long of a drive would it be to get there?
It won't tell me, but I think anyways, I can't find it. But
You can't.
you look it up.
Okay, fine.
It wouldn't. I was pressing like directions in Google, you know, and it wouldn't go.
Don't use Google, dude. Use Apple Maps. Calgary, Canada. Directions. 13 hours. 13-hour drive.
13-hour drive.
That's the fastest route.
And you know, I'm taking the fastest route.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So it's north of Montana. Just to paint a visual. Yeah, basically it's in north of Idaho to Glacier National Park is what it's directly north of. Oh, it's right next to Banff National Park as well.
Fun fact.
Sick date idea?
Yeah. Hey, maybe.
So is she down to meet up?
Well, then I sent another message, and she hasn't responded to that message.
What'd you say?
I said, well, you know, I'm not planning on going to Canada anytime soon.
Oh my gosh. So she said she's interested in going in on a date with you.
Yeah, but I'm not going to lie and say I'm coming to Canada right now.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying say that, but you immediately were like, yeah, I'm like never coming to Canada. So
okay, and the reason that I matched with someone
you shut her down
who's in Canada, by the way, is for one, she liked me first. So I'm not just searching in Canada, you know.
Oh, so she was searching in the States.
I guess. Yeah.
Green card marriage?
Maybe. Do you need that?
I don't know.
From Canada to US?
I don't know. Typically it's a smaller country that okay, anyways. Keep going on this Canada girl. Let's not get distracted.
You're the one getting. Anyways. And so you know, if I try to get rid of some of the people that have liked me. And a lot of them are usually international. So you have to expand your search range, you know, to find them so I can get rid of them. Because I don't, you know, I'm not really interested in long distance, internationally, you know.
Well, then why'd you even swipe on this Canada girl?
Because she was cute. You don't get a lot of that
Yeah, see?
often.
Cute girl wants to go on a date with you. You got to act on that.
I tried, kind of.
No, you told her, I'm not coming to Canada. It seems like you shut that down pretty hard.
I guess so.
See, picture in your
But I
mind.
left a window open in case she ever comes to Utah.
What? You left a window open? What does that mean?
I was like, but if you come to Utah, like, I'd be down.
Wow.
But I'm not lying and say, yeah, I'm coming up to Canada.
Yeah,
right now.
well, okay, we'll say halfway. What if you were like, hey, I'll drive 6 hours to meet you in Montana? You want to try and make that work?
Yeah. Do you have to have a passport to get from US to Canada?
I would
Or from Canada to US?
I would assume so.
Because then I would be making her get a passport. Or unless she already has one.
She might have one. Girls like to travel.
That's true.
Every single girl says.
It does seem like they all
Love
like
to travel. I'm a big foodie.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you haven't been on dating apps in a while, but
I haven't been on dating apps in a while, but I'm sure nothing has changed.
yeah. They're all the same still.
Yeah. Girl brains don't change.
Nope. Well,
that's not mean to say. That's just true, right? Guy brains don't change, really.
Yeah. We just like sports and.
Actually, I've never really been into sports. I have a guy's brain, dude. Just never been into sports. I tried to like follow a team. I tried to be into the Jazz for one season, and I was just like, I'm losing track of numbers and names, and I really don't care who they're playing next weekend. I really don't want to sit and watch a 3-hour game every 4 days.
Yeah. Well, they're kind of a hard franchise to get behind for only one season because they're not going to win a championship anytime soon.
Yeah, okay.
History says. Because they've never won it.
Yeah. Came close, though. Stockton to Malone.
Stockton,
I know that, dude.
Stockton Malone.
I've seen those Michael Jordan replays.
Yeah, he pushed off.
Yeah. Wait, what? He pushed off? Is that a bad thing?
That's a bad thing. Michael Jordan pushed off.
What does that mean?
It's a pretty controversial, like, it was like game 6, I think.
Yeah.
And I think we were tied or we were up 1. I can't remember.
And he did the little fadeaway shot.
Yeah,
buzzer beater.
But when he like did a step back, he pushed off the guy.
Oh.
To get space to separate.
Oh. So MJ didn't deserve that title.
Well, it was game 6. So like if we won, I think it would have gone to a game 7. We still could have lost.
Yeah, but
it would have given us
a chance.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
So it's rigged.
It's rigged.
They wanted MJ to win.
Yeah. But I'm still MJ over LeBron.
Oh, for sure.
For sure.
How do you feel about Larry Bird?
Best white player ever to do it.
Yeah. The only thing I really like about basketball is watching Larry Bird highlights and Michael Jordan highlights on YouTube. That's as much as I've gotten into sports. I'm like 30, 40, 50 years behind.
Yeah. He'll get there eventually.
Yeah.
He'll be watching today's games.
When my grandkids are around, then I'll be like, dude, LeBron James is really, he's really something, isn't he?
I love watching his highlights.
Yeah, dude, basketball, can't do it. Football. I've never really tried football, but I watch the Super Bowl pretty much every year, but I only make it not even to halftime. And I'm like, I'm bored. I'm going to do something else. And then I'll step back in for the halftime show and then watch, depending on who it is, 5 minutes of that and then go back out.
Go back out, do your thing.
Yeah. Just putter around, eat food, just chat it up.
Foodie, travel. You're just like a...
Dang it, I am a girl.
You're just like... Yeah. If you don't like sports, then...
Yeah, but that's not my whole personality. Okay, I'm not like, I'm like really into food and like tasting new things and like trying new restaurants and like, I'm just such a foodie. I just like really love food. It's like, yeah, everyone does. Everyone eats food every day.
Everyone has to eat the food.
Yeah. I don't get being a foodie. I don't get why that's like a strong personality point.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like, I really like breathing.
Yeah.
I love breathing, love getting that fresh mountain air.
Yeah.
I hike up there just so I can breathe.
I'm kind of a waterholic.
Yeah, I love drinking water.
Love the water.
Those people that are really into water, they're talking about like pH balances and stuff. Have you ever met someone like that?
No.
I've only known one person and they were nuts.
Nuts.
Yeah, nuts.
You're like,
that's an easy way to say it.
I like it a little basic on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but I get a little more acidic on like a
On the
Saturday,
weekends,
Sunday.
spruce it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I go up to like an 8. Or wait, the other way. I go up to a 6 on the weekend.
Wow, you know chemistry.
I know chemistry. I took a
Okay.
class, okay, in college.
Yeah. So if you're a foodie, is what I'm saying, it's dumb. Find a different hobby.
Yeah. It's like we all got to eat.
Yeah, we all got to eat. And we all like good tasting food for the most part.
Yeah, but what do you feel about like a Michelin star chef? They can
I've
do
never been.
No, but what I'm saying is like they can do stuff with food that normal people can't. Like, is that what a foodie really is?
Look, the foodies I've seen are not dining at Michelin star restaurants, okay?
Yeah, true. They're posting their Olive Garden pics.
Yeah, they're going to Olive Garden, they're going to Red Lobster, they're going to Strap Tank out by, the outlets up there. And
I've
like,
never heard of Strap Tank, but okay.
it's a burger place and they also have like steaks and stuff. It's a brewery.
Oh,
And
okay.
so it's, that kind of food, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, anyways.
But it's like I went there, I got a burger, and it's like the burger is freaking $20.
Mhm.
You have to tip the server. By the time you pay for just yourself, it's like $25
Yeah.
for a burger and fries.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Foodie.
yeah, that makes you a foodie. I honestly would have rather eaten at In-N-Out. That's
True.
a better burger to me.
Better
It's
burger.
less than half the cost,
Mhm.
and it tastes just as good, if not better,
Mhm.
than the stupid burger at Strap Tank. That's my thought.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks for the thought.
I know. I'm just saying.
That's
like,
food for thought.
just because you pay a little extra for your somewhat basic food, like, I don't know. That doesn't make you like a food critic. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't think they're food critics.
But you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because the foodie culture is kind of, they're
I'm
basically
actually being swayed. I think you can be obsessed with food and call yourself a foodie.
Look, if you're eating at like high level restaurants with like actual chefs, okay, not to me. Okay, sorry to the people who work at Strap Tank. You are actual chefs.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And sorry to Taco Bell as well.
No, see, that's low quality, I would say. I still enjoy it.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's obviously levels to food. But I just think that a lot of the foodies, quote unquote, out there aren't eating like really amazing food, like next level food.
And
And
but they can still be obsessed with the food.
I know, but it's like
to a greater level than you are right now. And
But just because you're obsessed with it, does that mean that you have better taste in it?
Well, what's the definition of a foodie?
I'm just
Is it that you have better taste?
We're getting somewhere here. We're really getting somewhere. I would say the definition of a foodie. Oh, dang. Now that I'm actually thinking about it, I feel like I'm just going off the assumption that it's just the girls on dating websites being like, I'm a foodie.
And you're thinking.
And I'm just thinking they're going to basic restaurants or like something that costs more than $18 a plate. And they're like, I'm such a foodie. This is like such an amazing experience. Like, I'm just like, really getting it. I saw the chef walk out for a second and it's like, wow, the food is amazing. And it's like, it's not that amazing.
No.
It's still a $20 plate. Like, how amazing could it be? Like better than what you cook at home, but it's not like Michelin star. I mean, I've gone to a place where it was like $70 a plate. Like my dad was able, like his company paid for us to go out to dinner or something.
Yeah.
And it was still like the Vegas roll was like $20 and it was like a sushi roll. And the same roll at a lesser sushi place, quote unquote, lesser. It tasted the same, honestly, to me.
Yeah.
Like it didn't
Well, you're
matter.
not a foodie.
I enjoy food. I eat a lot of food, dude.
Yeah.
I feel like that would qualify me as a foodie. And I am thinking about like, okay, how does this taste? How does this compare?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, this is not $10 better than the Vegas roll at Sushi Nori or whatever, or at that little ramen place in Lehigh.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I do get what you're saying. Yeah.
It's like, just because you paid more doesn't mean it's better.
Is that your point?
Yeah, I guess that's what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, okay. I think you proved your point. These girls
are just paying more for food and think it's better.
And calling themselves foodies.
And guys, not just trying to call out the girls.
Yeah, but
there are a lot of girl foodies. I will say that.
Yeah, well that's just what the dating apps. We just see the girl
I was only looking at girl profiles when I was on dating profiles. or
Right.
dating apps. Yeah.
Right. Except when he was on Grindr.
I was never on Grindr, dude.
Okay, that was a joke.
Ladies all the way for me.
Okay.
Nothing wrong if you like guys and you're a guy.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah.
It's just not my thing.
Not his thing, everyone.
I'm a $10 sushi guy. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? That metaphor didn't really work.
No, because that would make me think that you are on Grindr.
For $10 sushi?
$10 sushi.
How does that work for the gay community thing? Do you think, like, which guy pays?
Probably the one that asked them out.
Oh, that's a good rule to go by. I mean, I guess that works for...
That's kind of the
That's
same.
what I would do for a woman as well.
Yeah.
Like, if you ask me out, you're paying. Dude.
Yeah.
I'm not paying for... Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's
You're
a
not
good rule.
dragging me someplace to pay for you.
It's a good rule of thumb.
Yeah. Just pay. If you ask, you pay. That's a good rule.
Yeah.
We really got somewhere there.
We did. We made some good conclusions. Basically, food, if it's more expensive, is not necessarily as good.
Yeah. Because Chick-fil-A is really good. Cheap.
I think Chick-fil-A has gone downhill, though.
Really?
Yeah, I don't love it as much as like a Popeye's chicken sandwich, I'm going to be honest.
Okay. That is a good point. I do like Popeyes a lot.
Yeah. Especially like if you're going chicken sandwich versus chicken sandwich, I take Popeyes over Chick-fil-A.
I do like the sweetness of Chick-fil-A. I do think it's annoying how they're starting to branch out, though.
To mac and cheese? What do you mean?
No. Because they have like the new barbecue, like bacon chicken sandwich. I tried it. It wasn't bad, but it's also... And they also did like the spicy grilled chicken or whatever not too long ago.
Yeah.
So they're bringing in like these other things, and it's just not... I don't know. I'm kind of a purist, I guess. Like, I just want to see that simple, 1, 2, get it's plain or spicy, deluxe or not.
Yeah.
And take your pick. And if you need a salad, there's an option for that, but it's on the far end of the menu.
Yeah, get that off. That shouldn't even be on the menu, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, the sandwich is basically a salad.
Yeah, minus the lettuce, plus more bread.
Yeah.
It's basically the salad.
Less lettuce, more bread.
Yeah.
Which, if you have a problem with carbs, then that could be an issue. But for the most part, the sandwich is just a salad.
Pretty much. That's what we're saying. You made a lot of good conclusions today.
I'm a foodie.
He's a foodie. Yeah. But Popeyes over Chick-fil-A, for sure.
Yeah, I would say Popeyes is definitely pretty good. Their tenders are better too.
Honestly, I haven't had the tenders in a while, but I just remember them being kind of dry last time I had them.
At Chick-fil-A?
At Popeyes.
I guess they aren't as juicy, but I like the seasoning they use better.
Louisiana style.
Yeah. A little Cajun action up in there.
Cajun.
I really don't like places that have, it's just like a plain breading. I think I've talked to you about this before.
Cane's?
Yeah. I don't like Cane's.
Yeah, but Cane's, it doesn't need the breading because it has the sauce.
Yeah, 1 cup.
Well, you can
I'm a heavy
get more.
dipper. Yeah, if you pay more, I don't want to pay more for a little cup of sauce that I'm going to go through in 3 bites.
Yeah, but the way I'm okay with it because I get the 3-finger combo.
And that's enough sauce for you?
That's enough sauce for me for
Dude, I'm like 1 cup per tender. And then the fries, you got to have sauce for the fries too.
Yeah, I get enough.
I wonder how many more calories that is that I'm adding to the meal. Because it's just mayonnaise and ketchup.
4 things of sauce.
Each of those is easily like 100 calories.
Yeah.
Like tripling the calorie count. But still, you got to have sauce. And like I said, I'm a heavy dipper.
Yeah, you are.
What are you insinuating from that?
I'm just saying, yeah, you probably are. Heavy dipper. I'm not really a heavy dipper.
What do you mean? What are you saying by you're probably a heavy dipper? Like, what is giving it away that I'm a heavy dipper? Besides me saying it.
Because you're a foodie.
Yeah, I love drowning my food in sauce. I'm a foodie.
That's what makes him a foodie. I mean, as we've said, you can be a foodie for lots of reasons. Whether it's you eat more expensive food, you eat more food, you eat saucy food.
I do really like curries. That's saucy food.
I like curries too.
Curries are good. Have you had chicken sog?
Chicken what?
It's spinach curry.
No, that doesn't sound
super good. No, it's super good. Trust me. Get it next time you go to any Indian place. Yeah, chicken sog. SAAG. It's super good.
Maybe. I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah.
But I'll probably just go for the tikka masala. Anyways.
Dude, I mean, that was my go-to, but after trying the chicken sog one time, I've never ordered
Yeah, but the
anything else.
spinach doesn't really add anything to it but texture, and I feel like I wouldn't love the texture.
Well, it's not like whole leaves of lettuce. It's pureed, kind of.
Oh.
So it's very fine. So it's like a green curry, basically, is what it looks like. But then the seasonings are a little different. It tastes
But it
super
was good.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And I mean, spinach is super good for you. That's a superfood.
True, superfood. Yeah.
I'm a foodie. I know that.
Yeah. He knows. He does know.
Yeah, get the chicken sog. Everyone, get the chicken sog next time you go to an Indian restaurant.
From where?
Bombay House has killer Mexican food. Or
wow.
Indian food. Sorry.
No, we're talking about branching out.
Oh my gosh. That's
the
my
Bombay
bad.
House.
Slip of the tongue.
Or trying Mexican food now, huh?
Bombay House, good Indian food. I mean, where does Brendan like? Brendan knows
Bombay
Indian
House.
food.
I think
He likes Bombay House.
Yeah.
There was another one that he really likes too, right? Like Little India or something.
Yeah, but I can't remember.
Oh, well, Bombay House is pretty good.
Yeah. I can't remember which one we went to for his birthday last. But yeah.
There you have it. You're not a foodie if you can't even remember what restaurant you went to.
No, I'm not. I guess I'm not a foodie.
You're not a foodie.
I don't think about food like you do, apparently.
Yeah, dude, no, I think about food all the time. I'm always thinking about what to shove in my mouth next.
Okay. Okay. That's why he was on Grindr.
I was not on Grindr. If I was, I wouldn't be scared to admit it.
That's true. He wouldn't.
I have no shame when it comes to admitting my faults. You know, you just gotta be open and honest.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why
That's a good quality in life.
I said earlier, I showed up to work an hour late every day.
Yeah.
Until I got laid off. I have no qualms saying that.
No qualms.
No qualms.
He's unashamed of that behavior. Well, he might be actually have some shame behind it, but
you know, I really.
But you don't actually know if that was the reason you were laid off either.
I don't know if that was the reason why I was laid off, number one. And number two, I don't know if I really do have shame for that.
That's true because you got the work done.
I got the work done. I did what was on my job description or whatever, and some extra too. I branched out and really.
Nice.
Because I started doing email marketing with zero experience. They were like really desperate for someone. And so I had zero experience. I didn't know HTML. I didn't know CSS. I literally could not do the job the first day.
Oh my gosh.
But I spent that first
But you
week.
told them you could?
No.
Oh, they were just.
I was like, when it comes to coding, I took one semester-long class in high school, sophomore year. So it had already been, 10 years since then.
Wow.
Or 9 years. And we didn't even do HTML or CSS. We talked about JavaScript that whole class. And for the final project, I let my partner do most of the work. So that's where I stand with coding. I told him that, and they still hired me.
Heck yeah.
But I had done a internship, kind of. Not really. Okay. Getting a little tongue-tied here. I was at doTERRA. I was in the call center working on a team, not on the phones at that point. But the marketing team needed someone to come in and just work on a project for them. And so somehow I was able to make the connection and get in and do it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I killed it on the project, not patting myself on the back. That's what they said.
Oh.
And that's why they interviewed me when this job position came up and they couldn't find anyone to like actually do it. They were like, oh, he took direction really well. He could probably figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I spent that first week on Codecademy, just 8 hours a day learning HTML and CSS. And then
here, you got laid off.
Yeah. Then I got laid off. I can't remember where I was going. Where was I going with this? I was saying something about, because I was finishing the job. I was doing the job. I did it well. And I went above and beyond and tried to like learn more about my role. Yeah. And so I started with zero experience and became like a like certified and,
And now you still do the same job.
Yeah, it's basically the same job, a little more complicated at this new place because of their data is jacked up. But so yeah.
Okay. Glad we got back on that topic.
I forgot again where I was going. Oh yeah, I have no shame.
Yeah. He's got no shame to
Dude,
admit.
once the ball's rolling down the hill, it doesn't stop, you know?
Yeah.
And then I'll never see the top of that hill again once I finally stop rolling.
No, it just keeps going down.
Yeah. But yeah.
Only valleys, no peaks here.
Yeah. I have no shame. I'm an open book. I'm open and honest.
No shame. Foodie.
Well, sometimes I have shame. There's definitely times when I have shame, but you know, I don't have shame in the sense of like, oh, I regret like
what I did.
Yeah.
I can share it.
Yeah. I'm not like, oh, I need to hide that part of me because I feel like it was wrong or something. Like, I'll just be like, yeah, dude, I
did that.
Quote, stole time, unquote, from the company.
But you didn't really steal time because you weren't clocked in.
Yeah, I was salaried, so.
Oh, so you worked. Okay, no, no. The more you worked, the less you made. If you were salaried.
That's true. I did think about it like that. Yeah. Because if I work less hours but still get the job done, then I'm getting paid more. Technically. But, you know, not really.
If you work too few hours, then you get fired.
Yeah. Or move to a part-time position. A part-time hourly position.
Yeah.
Well, that's their problem now.
Yeah. doTERRA. That's their problem now.
Should we have called them out like that? Is that?
You said doTERRA. You said you worked for doTERRA.
Oh, yeah. It probably wasn't. I mean, that's like.
I thought you didn't have any shame or regret. I'm just
you got me there. Well, yeah, but still, I think we should be careful sometimes with calling out, names. Keep it the first names.
But you did say you were working for doTERRA already.
Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, I think that's fine because it's like pretty well known that they laid people off. I mean, that's something you can Google and find out.
Yeah, public knowledge. If it's public knowledge,
it's public domain. Saved.
Plus, we do have 8 distinct devices listening, so we do have to be careful what we say.
8 distinct devices?
Listening.
Oh, on our podcast.
Yeah.
Actual people listening to our podcast.
Yeah. That's why we have to be careful.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We probably shouldn't drop family secrets.
Wink.
Maybe we should start a Patreon where we only talk about family secrets.
Yeah. For subscribers only.
Yeah, that would get money in, right?
Yeah.
We'll wait till we have a few people joined in. So
well,
nice.
What's the time at?
Well, we're a little over an hour, so should we call it there?
I think we call it.
I think that was a good episode.
That's a good episode.
Wow.
Learned a lot.
Cool. We'll see y'all next week. Hope you enjoyed it.
Signing off.
Right.
Episode 2.
Episode 2, signing off. We'll see you on episode 3 next week.
This has been the Cousin Couch.
All right, we're done.